Comes down to the people.
All about the people. You have a very curated, amazing crowd of people that sort of speak the same language.
The caliber of people, how deep the conversations are, is unbeatable. I haven't had a single conversation with EWOR folks that wasn't inspiring.
Basically a big melting pot of all kinds of people from the industry, foster new relationships, find friends.
Having worked at Techstars and Founder Institute, I can definitely say the quality of the people coming in here and the quality of conversations is on another level that I've never experienced. And I've been involved with many tech accelerators across the world.
Having the space and the freedom and the focus to really exchange with people that you wouldn't meet otherwise.
Relationships, but not just relationships, effective relationships. So it goes beyond opening up a network and connecting people, but putting the extra on top that makes collaboration effective. And that is the most challenging thing to achieve. But being here today shows it's workable.
A community, a family, as it's not only talk about money, capital, tech, but also about personality, sense in life, future, and why we do what we do.
The quality of the conversation increases exponentially with the quality of the people in the room. And I think that what EWOR Connect has done is to really curate a very exciting group of people who have such diverse backgrounds and such interesting stories to tell. And I think that's the foundation for creating value, is starting with rich soil.
I think we do something different. There are many other platforms out there. Sometimes they're a little bit superficial. At EWOR Connect, we bring together our community, people that we know, people that are actually already part of the community, to make deeper connections, higher trust. Make a deeper connection by asking deeper questions. They get to know the people on a different level, and that creates trust. And that's why EWOR Connect is more intense, maybe a little bit different, also a little bit challenging, but that's why people love it so much.
When you go to a conference, what usually happens is you get one of these name tags, and they say you're an investor or you're a founder. And then what you become is sort of an extension of that color. Now with EWOR, what you get is you get a card that says your first and your last name, and that's it. And what that does is it creates a different base level of connection. So it doesn't matter if somebody has sold 5 companies. And all of this creates this beautiful melting pot of people essentially coming together and just wanting to engage with each other.
What makes it really unique and what really stood out for me is the connection that I've gotten with so many people through the breakout rooms. It's usually like talks, and you don't really get enough time and opportunity to really go into deeper discussions with the people. So I really like that.
I think as a founder, we always try to find events that are really going to accelerate our business, this one-on-one connection to real people that have either built unicorn companies before. The reason why I chose EWOR is because you're not investing in 200 startups a year. You can only use that model if you're not investing in 200 companies, because I know that I'm going to get that one-on-one.
It's not just, here we have a network, tap into it and see what you can get out of it, but really having an individual approach to people. And I see Daniel, Florian, Alex, and others walking around and basically saying, hey, let me introduce you to this guy, let me introduce you to that guy. So basically really take an individual approach to connecting people. I think that's a very relevant add-on, and not being one of 1,000.
It's a real community they're building, and they're not saying just to build a community. They do everything necessary to really create that feeling, because at the end, it is the feelings that make us human beings stick together, and they know exactly how to play that piano to create a community that sticks together.
As investor, I always look for the best teams and the best founders. So it's always an easy decision to invest in an EWOR fellow.
You can talk to the founders in a very casual setting, just having a coffee chat or interacting in one of the sessions that are organized here. And so you really get to know the founder on a deeper level, and that for an investor is truly valuable.
Meeting cool founders and meeting cool other potential co-investors
EWOR is doing this in a really great way. The people I met in EWOR are outstanding. They really have, all of them have the vision that they want to change the world with something doing really big.
Sometimes, as an investor, you get to see 1,000 versions of how things should not be done. And you start your day going into it, not really knowing, sort of, some like digging up gold. The value add for EWOR and an event like this feels like I'm walking in a field of gold.
There were many moments today that I know I will think about for years. Talking about God, talking about death, where we think that things will turn, it's people. I met at least 3 people today which I didn't know before, and of which I know that I will stay in touch for a very long time.
Yeah, so I was sat next to a founder, within about, he spoke for about 3 or 4 minutes, and then I was like, all right, cool. Here's the people that you want to meet, right? And I mean, it was total serendipity. You build that trust, you build a layer of trust because and EWOR provides that, right? Like we're all here because we kind of want to give first. We want to have some sort of engagement. His point was, I didn't even know you were an investor. And I was like, I love that.
I think it was definitely a moment that we had today in one of the activities that we did, which was about this marshmallow challenge that people probably know. And I think that's the essence of entrepreneurship and like group behavior. And we had so much fun. We were so precise. We talked and we immediately put things into action. And I just love this, how 4 people who met each other more or less for the first time created an amazing output and, well, got very competitive as well and won the competition. So I think I'm going to remember this forever because I never had so much fun in a kind of team building activity.
For a lot of people in this game, bigger is better. And for EWOR, better is better. So when I come here, I know every person that I'm going to have an interaction with is going to be at least as inspiring as the other one.